Coach, just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Ready. 90 Wolf. 55 to Mike. Watch the run. Ready.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let him know.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
218, chop.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill on the move to his left. He finds Humphries. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 59. Watch the slant.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Johnson. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 42-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Being chased out left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Edwards now on 1st and 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down now, it's Edwards. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 22.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Edwards, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Titans' 5-yard line.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Running from the gun, Johnson trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Throwing is Jackson. He gets this one to Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Derrick Henry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
8, read. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go, here we go. Big trip.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Steelers' 33-yard line.
Okay, break. Mike 55, Mike 55. And come on now. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight. Go team, spill. Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Here we go, set. 70, Indy. Under 10, under 10. Topper, 5.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Ready. 50, plant. 58, right there. Here we go. Hey! Christian travel. 58, Mike. Blue down.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Tannehill. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Titans have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now this throw complete to Washington, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st down, it's Edwards, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And Walker has it. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
First down, Steelers.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And that is incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Come on, set. 30 base. General West. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill sets up the screen to Lewis. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A second down run with Lewis. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now it's Tannehill. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Again, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, Jackson. He finds his man Johnson. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go, defense.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Got it.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 43. X3. 218. Chopper. Ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He's got Lewis. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Check 26-6. Pull it high. 5.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. $12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Tight down. There you go.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And now a carry here for their fullback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second. Now, this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be taken at the 10. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A quick throw here out to Brown. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 start. I'm coming.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And an alley to run. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage.
And I think the ball's out. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Gus Edwards, the one he was looking for, and it's third down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And the Steelers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wesley Woodyard, he does a little bit of everything, and this time he gets the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now Lewis. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Titans on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10. Now Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On second and a couple, Jackson. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be third and a mile. Now it's Jackson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Hey. 58, come on. I'm scared. Jackson, go.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play action. It's Tannehill. Steps away. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Jackson. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't be stopped.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run. This is Lewis. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Here we go, here we go. 8, lead. Let's go, one more. Watch the safety creep. Topper, topper.
Again, it's Lewis. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.